Hi everyone, we have a very auspicious, very positive aspect which is coming up, which is planet of expansion, planet of enlightenment, the planet of creation, the planet of sustenance is going direct, and that opens up abundance for us. That the first step of it is always enlightenment, us coming out of darkness, us coming out of a phase which has been volatile, has been about digging up from within ourselves to bring out the elements, and now it becomes the time to sort of grow from it, to expand forward, to move forward in the light of Guru, the Jupiter planet. We'll start with a short mantra because we want to honor this enlightenment. We want to open our hearts to what's coming for us and open our heart to, more importantly, to the blessings that are about to come, to open us to the positivity, because sometimes the inertia holds us back even when the external reality is changing. So we are mentally moving into a more positive space as our external reality shifts with this mantra. It's about honoring the creation of God. It's about honoring the trials, the tribulations that we have been through. And it's to honor that support is nearby, that a guru, that is, we are making our offering to the remover of our darkness, to the remover of our ignorance, and that person could be within us, or if you externalize it to be a god, to be a higher power, then so be it. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Gurur Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. Om. Guru Mantra, or the hymn of power, is essentially a chant which is meant to thank all our gurus, thank all our teachers, thank all the things that have happened in our life so far, which have contributed to our transformation, which have contributed to our growth, which have contributed to who we are today. So, our creator, Brahma, our preserver, Vishnu, our current moment, which is through the preserver Vishnu, and our transformation, which is coming through trials and tribulations, Lord Shiva. These are signifiers of, you can call mythology, religion, planets, gods, which combine together and are called Guru, our teacher. And we are thanking our teacher for returning back home to giving us this internal enlightenment so we can move forward and externalize it now. With Jupiter, the planet of expansion, the planet of hope, the planet of enthusiasm, the planet of social interaction and support going direct on 11th of August, we are about to see the whole manifestation that Jupiter in Sagittarius promises us. Jupiter is in Sagittarius this year for the first time since 2007. That 12-year cycle which Jupiter in Sagittarius begins is the one of highest of the possibility in terms of our growth, highest of the possibility in an area of our life that we look at for positivity, for expansion, for growing more than where we are right now. This cycle comes to replenish our reserves of hope, replenish our reserves of faith, replenish our sense of adventure, our education, our knowledge about who we are. It enlightens us from within, which is the whole period of Jupiter retrograde that we just went through. And then the external manifestation on the basis of us knowing who we are begins from there. The external support starts coming in, the social activity starts picking up. We start seeing the support of the universe, the support of the environment around us. And that starts moving forward into manifestation of what we have been waiting for since Jupiter went retrograde around 14th or 15th of April of this year. And that after this extended period of suspense, of adjustments, of revisions, unleashes the blocked blessings and to some extent the emotions to start with. The first uh, the first effect of it is always enlightenment, is always epiphanies, is always us realizing what we want out of life. Where do we want to go? What is our expansion? Where are we aiming towards? So, this directional shift which happens with Sun meeting Jupiter ahead of Jupiter going direct on 11th of August enlightens us from within about our ambition, enlighten us from within us in terms of where do we want to go, what is our path, what is our life path. So we can direct our energies, our blessings in that direction. Because Jupiter is not a discretionary planet. It does not decide our life path. We decide our life path. It can only guide us, it can only give us the tools for expansion. But we are meant to direct that energy in a specific direction, on a specific path that we have now realized is our path, is our life path. And I'll give you some guiding notes on what it could be, where you can sort of direct this positivity, this energy, where you will find the highest expansion if you take an initiative in that direction over the course of next couple of months, starting from 11th of August all the way till 2nd of December, by looking at your rising sign, by looking at your sun sign, by looking at your moon sign. When we look at your rising sign, it tells you where you could apply yourself in terms of worldly success. When we look at your sun sign, it guides us physically in our ambition. Where do you want to direct your life towards when it comes to your career, when it comes to your ambition? When we look at your moon sign, it tells us where should we expand emotionally in our personal life, our inner world. Where will that be supported? So we look at that, and in addition to that, we would look at the exact degrees at which this is happening. This is happening at 14 degree 13 minutes, which is around 15 degree. It is a degree of perspective. It is a degree of turnaround. It is a degree when a chapter of inner reflection gets over and the external expansion begins. It is a degree of innovation, of knowledge, of perspective, of Albert Einstein moment. This is the degree of moon of Albert Einstein. This is our voila moment. This is our moment of awakening, of moving forward. So now, without further delay, let's look at individual sign. Let's look at where we think this expansion can be directed, and this will flow towards the Leo new moon that I spoke about in a separate video in your monthly videos of August. It will positively bless wherever sun, wherever Leo is in your sign. So it will bless your expansion. It will bless your expansion in a creative pursuit, in an area of joy, in an area of a field where you want to feel like a king, where you want to feel like you want to be proud of what you're doing. So this fuels the growth that is coming with Sun and Leo, and this is all happening at a time when Uranus is turning as well. So Uranus awakens us in a very different way. It vibrates through our body, so we get out of inertia. Jupiter is a softer influence which we need to apply towards, which we need to be drawn towards, which we need to move our body towards, and then that becomes an easier manifestation provided we take a step towards it. So let's dig into individual signs now. Moving over to Aries. Aries, this is a beautiful, beautiful house for Jupiter to turn direct in. It opens up our sense of adventure, the leap of faith that 2019 had promised to us, and it might have been held back since April. That turns around with Jupiter moving direct now from 11th of August, and it continues till 2nd of December to open up opportunities of expansion through travel, through education, through publication, through us sharing our views with people who are different from us, foreign people, foreign land, people of different culture, interacting with people who are completely different from us. That becomes the time to open us up to those experiences, open our mind to a completely different ideology, completely different people, learning from them, teaching them, traveling with them, going for a higher course, going for a sabbatical, going for a philosophical pursuit, removing old prejudice and seeking a home away from home, a country away from your country of birth, an environment away from your comfort zone, an environment which nurtures your mind, expands you completely. This is a huge amount of faith being infused in your life, and it will benefit your creativity, it benefits your ability to take more risk in life, it benefits your joy, it creates more enthusiasm in life for you. There's a turnaround that is seen from before to now in our ability to take risk in our life, and we might have seen certain opportunities which were blocked since April when it comes to people supporting us, people, our mentors supporting us, our sponsors supporting us, people who are different from us, they supporting us, expansion in spiritual pursuits, expansion in creative pursuits was blocked. All of those open up with this turn around in Jupiter, and we see the gates open. We see faith coming back. We see expansion coming back. We see certain spiritual pursuits or creative pursuits or business pursuits now turning around. We are given the tools for expansion when it comes to a career here, and those tools could be in form of us taking a course, us deciding to travel, us deciding to take a sabbatical, us deciding to go for a spiritual pursuit versus the previous career that we had. The road to success and the road to expansion here is to interact with people who are different from you. If you can travel, travel. If you can take a course, take that. Find higher meaning in life. You're looking for purpose. This is where you benefit by finding a higher goal for your life. When you benefit by forming a new ideology for your life, forming a new faith for your life, finding new abundance in a belief system that is different from yours, different from what you were brought up in. Expand your mind by giving your right mind more space. Right mind is the creative mind, it's the higher mind, it's the spiritual mind. It is not a mundane mind. So, giving your higher knowledge, your higher mind, your right brain, your creativity, your sense of adventure more space, more attention, more time expands you. It will place you in a very different pathway when it comes to your career. So, this becomes sort of the next couple of months become a leap of faith, expansion through pre leap of faith, which is a time when we don't have proof whether this will work or not, but because of the faith we have on our future, because of faith we have on ourselves, our creativity, our higher powers, we sort of go for it. We experience an expansion that we have not seen for the last 12 years by doing that. We experience a sense of self, a sense of adventure, a sense of risk, a sense of happiness that we have not experienced in the last 12 years because we're sort of having a rebirth in our sense of adventure, rebirth in our higher mind. You'll find your entire ideology, entire faith system, entire way of thinking, entire knowledge set going through a rebirth. This is where we are like a sponge. We can teach, we can educate ourselves in a completely different skill set and go for it. You become both the student and the teacher here. You learn from other people and you teach other people. But these are the people who are different from you, who have a different background from you, who have a different cultural, social, and educational background from you who you are interacting with and learning and educating them. So travel will help you interaction in an interracial, completely multinational kind of environment would help you grow. You will be supported if you go for a higher education. It may not be a formal education, it could be going for a job that gives you higher education. You will be benefited if you go and take a sabbatical, maybe time away from mundane sales or commercial world, and take some time away and give yourself that breathing space to expand your entire purpose in life. Travel a little bit, expand yourself in a direction which is different from what you had done before. So you're taking a leap of faith here. Finding a mentor could greatly help you. Finding a guru, finding a, if I may say, meaning in your religion, finding faith in your religion, finding a formal way of practicing faith can help you, can build you up. It can give you motivation, can give you a leg up when it comes to your external manifestation, when it comes to your career even. So that's what I would suggest for you. This is a dharma house. This is a spiritual house. This is a house of luck. So Jupiter moving in its own house is, I mean, I always am wary of saying such things, but this is pure luck. This is us getting positivity from people who are our mentors, our people who have blessed us over ages. So it is a cumulative impact of those blessings coming together towards us. And this month specifically, this is happening around 14 or 15 degree. So people who have planets around 14 to 15 degree of Aries will specifically feel the benefit of it, provided they act on it, which is around 4th or 5th of April born. Then in September, 5th to 8th of April born will see the benefit of it, which is around 15 to 18 degree of Aries. Then in October, 18 to 23 degree of Aries, which is around 8th to 14th of April born, will experience that in October, and 14th of April or after will experience that in November, which is around 23 degree to 30 degree of Aries. These are the degrees who will experience the peak of this manifestation in these months, but all of you will feel it very strongly as Jupiter is going direct this month, and all of you will have an easier access to education, to even legalization to a different country, to higher education, to resolving legal issues of the past, to moving to a more expansive place when it comes to your career by taking courses, by going on a job which is more expansive in nature, finding mentors, interacting with people who are different from you. All of those things that give us a high, that give us a leap of faith, that give us a different perspective about our life and expands our very mind, will be what will be coming through to us, Aries. So good luck for that, and I'll move over to the next sign now.